jumbo puff with an appetite ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. A couple of more hits and it's a fried circuit board. Bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Look at you, all pooped out. From this point on, there's no way forward but going back in. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Wow, what a super-sized wormwood. That must be as big as they come. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Who would have guessed it would go down with a throw-up? Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with another world eater. You're halfway there. He's got word out of date spotted Lupa-Lupin and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it. This is your moment. The time has come for you to face the past and make the Predator pay for what he did. Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed Lupa-Lupin will stay put until you're there. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. Supposedly, mounts like that can smell fear. You found Boulder Broke. Toxanol used this place to make big rocks into small ones. They just ground everything down. This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. The Yerp Fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true. Yeah, the future is in your hands, so take care of it. Keep your eyes out for new paths. Easy to miss things down here.
Mauja.
Out of Date says the time has come for you to reconcile with your past.
Kujai, Hivar, Befarb.
Lupa-Lupin is still staying in the camp where he was brought up. He hopes you'll find the answers you are looking for there.
Pilvov Ugvuhu, Vobra, Boom.
It's in your nature to hope for the best but prepare for the worst, but it's likely a meeting with the Lupin will end in confrontation.
Kudvun Poputove.
He'll point you in the right direction, but the rest is up to you. This part of the journey is one you'll have to do on your own. Lupa-Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Out of Date hopes you'll find your way and the answers you were looking for once you're there.
To Huaye.
He knows he said it before, but the time has come to put an end to the Lupin's reign of terror.
Atu Wamawa.
You should get over there, come face to face with destiny. It's going to be you against the Lupin. No rules.
Loma Tuaha.
He's happy to help.
Loma Tuaha.
Says you're welcome back. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. Lupa-Lupin says he's been looking forward to this moment. He wanted you to come here and see for yourself where it all started. He was so little when your mother and kin came here to put an end to his mother just because she was different, a hunter. That night, the hunter became the hunted, trapped with nowhere to run. He says your mother showed no mercy, only vengeance. He can see that you're like your mother. You would have made the same decision and taken the same action she did. You're a killer too. They orphaned him, left him alone, an outcast and a freak. Lupa-Lupin says he's been reliving the moment every night since then.
No.
He says your mother and her disciples started something that couldn't be undone. They created the monster he would become,
Just so.
He knew his time would come, and he was patient. So, when he got news about your birth, he knew how to get revenge that would last. That's why he spared you that night he raised the village when you were a child. He wanted you to suffer for life, like he had.
Just so.
He marked you for life, so he'd recognize you when you met again, and you'd eventually remember where you came from.
Just so.
His hunger grew insatiable over the years to come. He tried, but being vegetarian wasn't in his nature and he couldn't go hungry. But he's never taken a life for the sake of appetite. It's always been about survival, and that our true self is being who we are. A deep look into nature will make you understand everything better, and that natural selection eliminates and the strongest survive. Fate is for those too weak to determine their own destiny, and now the time has come for you to accept yours. Down to half your health. He says your mother and her...
Das cool.
You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it.
Noekek ujbar no barke.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Mopu far kobi.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Noko in the east.
Kozata ghetto.
Out of Date says he knows you're good-hearted enough to do your best to support Noko.
E bubuko von yun.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Noko and making sure she gets what she needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date was spot on. The hoof puff needs to be stopped.
Koibe o korfabe.
Out of Date says that Noko is worried now that the Eastern World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Koyetu koreboy.
He explains that Noko keeps a fabled steed that she has planned to ride out to the World Eater, but needs help to get it prepared.
Koyetu koreboy.
Out of Date suggests that you should head east as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Yuba dollo warwa.
He's happy to help.
Atu awa ya.
Wishes you goodbye. A story has got to keep moving forward. Let's see. treasure the coming day. The world doesn't have so many anymore. This region is known as the Knoopstonies. You can't find a harder place in the world. You finally found the village of Bumlidoff. Ah, the Gnote pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first. Let's see. You know, it snows in the mountains all year round.
Turi kumbala mua.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Berry?
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going. Is sure they'll come back on their own once you stop forcing them. Hopefully not to haunt you, though. You've suffered enough already. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa-Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still. Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth, but you get to blaze your own trail from here. She wants Lupa-Lupin to pay too, even though she strongly believes forgiveness is the strongest revenge.
Now you're getting into the dark groove.
That's not a groove, it's a rut.
And what's wrong with ruts? I love ruts.
Groove, rut, whatever, you can still escape it.
Escape it? No way. Enjoy it.
Minalagi mamuru.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Kanorota.
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can.
Dere.
Hates to think of what's going to happen to all the Gnotes when the world dies. Nothing left to care for.
Kanorota.
Hates that you didn't care enough about the world to fight for it.
Taifanhamanuma.
Can't believe you joined up with the Jagni. They're constantly pecking around looking for things to swipe.
Taifanhamanuma.
If by loose you mean not nailed down, they keep trying to rustle her Gnotes.
Doma lektuk.
But let's not speak of that now.
Doma lektuk.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Asil matu.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Drobalip.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Sana yode.
She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it.